Guys, welcome and welcome back to channel Shine and Glow. So as you can see by in today's video I have got a black smoky eye look. If you are interested in knowing how I create a beautiful looking, very simple smoky eye look, then please keep on watching. Also, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Also, don't forget to hit the bell notification so you get notified every time I upload a new video on YouTube. And then without any further ado, let's just jump into today's video. I want you guys to be really close to my face so you actually understand what I'm doing on my face. So firstly, I'm gonna tie my hair back, otherwise I'll just die because of it's so hot. Okay guys, so let me tell you, I've already done some of my skin prep before starting the video. I have done my face wash and I have done my toner, I've done my serum. Three steps which are left of the skincare routine is a moisturizer, sunscreen and a lip balm. Now these three steps are really important, so I felt like doing these steps with you guys out there. So let's get started. So for the moisturizer today, I'm going to be using this moisturizer by Atomy. It is the Atomy Creme. This is a great moisturizer, you guys. It's really lightweight and gel based, really hydrating on the skin. You're gonna take the tiniest bit, but I take a lot of it. I feel moisturizer is something which adds a glow to your skin, hydrates your skin. Also, at the same time, I think that a moisturizer does the job of giving such amount of hydration to your skin that when you apply your makeup, it looks long lasting and there are minimal creases on your face. So moisturizer is a very important step which you cannot skip. I'm going to massage the moisturizer into my skin in circular motions under my eye. Also take it down to your neck. So after the moisturizer, I'm going to be using the sunscreen. So for the sunscreen, I'm going to be using the Mama Earth Ultra Light Indian sunscreen. Now this sunscreen is having carrot seed and turmeric in it, which is actually great for acne. And this gives you sun protection, SPF 50 PA+++. Also, it is paraben-free, silicone-free, dermatologically tested. I'm going to take a little bit of sunscreen on my fingers. As you can see, it's super lightweight and non-greasy, which I absolutely love about it. And because I'm sitting in front of ring light, that's also harming my skin. That's also basically adding pigmentation to my skin. So to protect my skin from that light also, sunscreen is going to protect my skin from the ring light also. So that's why it's important to do immense amount of skincare and hydration to your face. We're done with the skin prep and now let's start with the eye makeup. So before starting the eye makeup, I'm going to prime my eyelids using the Lakme's Blur Perfect Primer. Now this primer is an amazing, good quality, inexpensive primer. This is the one to go for. I've done with the primer. So basically primer does the job of evening out and smoothing out your skin. Okay, so for the next step, I'm going to be filling in my brows. So filling in my brows today, I'm going to be using this L'Oreal Brow Cake in CO2 Chic Brown. Let's start. So a very simple way of doing your eyebrows is you can brush your eyebrows down and then make a shape on the upper part of your eyebrows. And then brush your eyebrows upwards and make a similar shape downwards and then fill in all the gaps between the eyebrows. I'm going to prime my eyelids using a concealer. So for the concealer, I'm going to be using this concealer. It's the Swiss Beauty Concealer. So I'm going to apply this concealer to my eyelids and carve out my eyebrows with the same concealer so that they become in a perfect shape and look archy and beautiful. I take any concealer brush, like I use the PAC 219 concealer brush, and I just blend the concealer with the brush because I think brush gives a slightly fuller coverage. So if I blend the concealer with a brush, I end up using less product. Make sure that you are blending the concealer in patting and slow motions and not dragging the concealer. I'm going to quickly set my eyelids using the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Powder. So I'm going to first get rid of any creases on my eyelids and then take the powder and set my eyelids and my eyebrows. This will make everything look creaseless. This hack will make sure that your eyebrows stay in place for a longer time. Also, they look a bit more natural. So we're going to use this palette from Wet n Wild first. I'm going to be using first taking this color right here and applying it as a transition shade on my crease. I'm going to take a fluffy eyeshadow brush like this. I'm going to take this powder, tap off the excess and blend this powder on my crease in windshield wiper and circular motions and just above the crease so it looks a bit more natural and eyeshadows look blended. Also, this hack will make sure that your eyes are not looking cakey or patchy and everything looks blended. Okay, so now for the next color, I'm going to be taking this rusty orange shade and I'm going to apply this color just below where I applied the transition color to deepen up the color a little bit on my crease. Now this color which you're applying, which is the second darkest color, you should apply this color below the transition area. You should not go all the way up with this color because you want it to be a little low. And I'm going to take a darker brown color. This is the darkest brown color which I'm going to use today. And apply this just below where we applied the orange. And we don't want this color to go up. We want this color to be in the lid area only. Okay, so as you can see, I'm done with the transitions, all the transitions I want to put on my eye. Now for the black color, I'm going to be using the Swiss Beauty Bloom palette. Now this palette has amazingly pigmented colors and has a very nice matte black eyeshadow. What I'm going to do, I'm going to take a flat brush and take the black color, which is extremely pigmented. Mind you, guys, extremely pigmented. And it has a little bit of fallout. That's why we're doing the eye makeup first. Also, I recommend when you're doing a smoky eye makeup look or maybe you're using glitters on your eyes, so try and do the eye makeup first and then jump on the base makeup. In case if you have any fallout while doing the makeup, it is easy to remove. I'm just applying the black color on my eyelids and building it up. What I recommend is don't take the black all the way up till here. Keep it a little low. So for blending, I'm going to be using this Pro Art AE25 brush. This is a nice flat shader brush. And then just blend the black with the other colors. I've also applied the black color on my lower lash line. I like to take the black all the way inside. I'm smudging the lower lash line using the rusty orange and brown color. I'm gonna quickly do the other eye makeup and come back to you guys pretty soon. Okay, so my eye makeup is now done. Let's quickly start with the base makeup. So before doing anything like any foundation and stuff, I'm gonna be using the Nykaa Prep Me Up face primer on my face to prime my face because applying a good quality primer on the skin is very important, and especially because today I'm going for a little bit of like a matte makeup look and a poreless look, so using a nice silicone based primer. Make sure you're pressing and patting the primer into your skin so it fills in your pores deeply. Now I'm going to slightly spot conceal my face. I'm going to be using this Swiss Beauty concealer again. I don't feel like using any color correctors because I don't have such issues that I have to use a color corrector. Just using a shade darker concealer will help me really well with my acne situation going on. Also make sure I'm using a yellow undertone concealer because it conceals everything very seamlessly. Okay guys, so for blending this concealer, I'm going to be using a beauty blender. I'm going to be using this Pack Classic Black Beauty Blender which I use always to blend my concealer, and always make sure you're blending the foundation in patting motions. Don't drag it, otherwise your makeup is going to look blotchy and cakey. So make sure you're always patting the product into the skin and not dragging it out. So I'm going to be taking my Maybelline Fit Me foundation in 115 Ivory, and I'm going to use my MAC foundation with it, mixing the two together. This one right here is Fit Me and this one right here is MAC. MAC is yellow and Fit Me is pink. Mixing foundations. Now this foundations might appear a little light to my skin tone, but the MAC foundation has the power of oxidizing, so it's going to oxidize to my skin tone. I'm going to blend it using my beauty sponge in patting motion, as you can see. The foundation should be similar to your skin tone, not light, not dark. It should always match your skin tone. Now for the next step, I'm going to be using a brightening concealer. This is the LA Girl Pro Concealer. So basically when we apply a foundation or concealer similar to our skin tone, the areas which should look bright while the light hits our face do not, because it looks even. So to get our features back in place, we use contour and highlighting concealers and stuff. So I'm going to do the same, take a little bit of the highlighting concealer on the center of my nose, chin, cupid's bow, and forehead. Not too much, very little amount. Avoid using a lot of product because then you eventually see grayness. And also make sure that you're using a brightening concealer, not too light for your skin tone. It should be 1 or 2 shades maximum light, not more than that, because you want a natural finish. Okay. And also make sure when you're blending a concealer, blend the under eye concealer at last, because if you do blend the under eye concealer at last, your under eyes crease less. And if there will be less creases on under eyes, your makeup is going to look more natural and more skin-like. Can you see? Now I'm going to quickly set my under eye using the Fit Me loose powder. Get rid of all the creases under your eyes. Then take your powder and set your under eye. Also, I'm going to set the whole face now with the leftover powder I have, because now I'm not going to be using any cream product, so I want my face to be set in place. Next, for contour, blush and highlight, I'm going to go really muted and neutral. So for the contour, blush and highlight, I'm going to be using the Sugar Contour de Force Me palette. This is having a very neutral tone blush, a very nice contour shade for me, and a good highlighter. I'm going to take my contour brush. This is the Pro Art PE12 brush. Take a little bit of contour in it, and I'm going to contour my face nicely. Make a fish shaped face like this. Okay, see the hollow here, just place the contour above that and blend it out. Basically, you contour your face to make it look slimmer and more structured. Similarly, I'm going to contour my jawline to make it look more structured because I have double chin issues. So it's going to cover that all. I'm not going to contour my forehead really deeply because I feel my forehead is already not too big. It's like a medium sized forehead. Just because I want everything to look seamless and blend it all together, I contour my forehead a little bit. Then I squeeze this brush itself and I contour my nose. Don't do really heavy nose contouring because then it's going to look unnatural. Now the next step is to use a blush. So for the blush, I'm going to be taking the blush from this palette itself. I'm going to take my PAC blush brush. It's from PAC 238, and I think Pro Art and PAC brushes are great. They are the brushes which I feel have amazing quality. And try and overdo your blush because eventually at the end of the day, the blushes is the part of the makeup which fades out the first. So if you can overdo it, try and overdo it. Blush is one of the most important part of your makeup because it makes you look much more fresh and natural and completes the whole look together. Okay, so for the highlighter, I'm going to be using this palette itself. I'm going to be using this beautiful highlighter, and because we're going for a little bit like of a matte look, so I'm not going to highlight too much. Just a little bit is enough. Don't apply too much of highlighter. I'm going to highlight my cheekbones, nose, cupid's bow, chin area and forehead. Also, I'm not applying too much of it, keeping it really natural. Also, I'm going to highlight my inner corner and my brow bone with the same highlighter. This will actually complete the look and make my eyes look much more bigger. Okay guys, so I'm going to quickly go wear my lashes and come back to you guys. Okay guys, so as you can see that I'm done with my eyelashes and it looks so pretty. The makeup look completes with good quality eyelashes. And now lastly, I'm going to apply a very neutral lipstick from Colourbar. It's the Colourbar Well-To-Do 011 lipstick, and it's an amazing lipstick. My favorite lipstick. I'm obsessing over it from last 1 year. I've not found an alternative. Now I'm using a very neutral pink lipstick and slightly overlining my lips to give my lips a more fuller effect. And then lastly, what you're gonna do is you're gonna set your face. So I'm gonna be using the Micro Finish setting spray by PAC Cosmetics, and it's a great setting spray, you guys. Amazing. Let's zoom you guys out to show you the final repeat of the makeup. Guys, so can you see how gorgeous and beautiful the makeup look is turned out? So if you liked this makeup tutorial, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel. Also, I'm going to be meeting you pretty soon in my next video. Till then, stay safe, stay home and be happy. I think the combination of neutral lips with bold eyes look absolutely amazing. So if you're interested in this look, you can completely do it with me watching my video. And yeah, bye bye.